Hey Aquarius, it's your girl Bree from Soul Sorting. What is up with you guys? I hope you're well. We are in June 2018. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And this month being my birthday month, June 2nd, Gemini, we have tons of sales going on for you on our services and our coaching. We have our brand new course, Intuitive Reading for Personal Healing, coming out, so you can cop that if you're interested. And in summer 2018, we also have our new retail line Vibe and Cloth coming out. And this right here is one of our designs. So you can check out our mailing list, stay in touch with us, and be the first to know when it launches. So let's get started with that. Your card of the month for advice we have is Archangel Michael. So if you're not interested, or I guess if you're not in tune with the archangels, Archangel Michael is the archangel of protection. And so he really comes into play when you need protection from either external sources, as in people, just, negative people around you, people who don't wish the best for you, but it can also be to protect you from yourself, from doubts, fears, insecurities, anxieties that really keep you stuck in a certain mode that is really fear-based and not progressive at all towards who you want to be, what you want to do in your life, okay? So Archangel Michael says, you're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through this situation. And with Archangel Michael, I would very much advise you guys that if you happen to be out in nature one day, it could be a walk, it could be a run, it could be just going to the corner store, and you happen to see a pretty large bird feather, like not like a small one, like a pretty sizable bird feather. For me, I always count that as a sign that Archangel Michael is with me. So if you've seen that, or if you've seen anything to do with Michael, the name Michael, Archangel Michael, that could be really coming in to say that June 2018 is a month where you do have spiritual protection and people trying to guide you to the best life that you can live, basically. Okay? Now, your lesson for this month is faith. And I know that our Scorpios also have this as well as their lesson of the month. And so faith comes in to say that there may be a need to believe more in yourself, believe more in your abilities, and that you can create what you ultimately want. Because I really feel like for some reason, a lot of you Aquariuses are really working hard to, I'm not even looking at the tarot that's already been pulled. I'm just feeling this, that you've really been working hard possibly towards your career, some advancement there. It could be to create a family structure for yourself, to solidify things with your family structure. This could be your family as in, mother, father, or family as in someone you have a child with, someone you would like to marry or have a child with, just trying to create a sense of not just stability, but literally success for yourself. Like, I feel like you guys are really trying to thrive, not just exist or survive, but literally thrive, and you are gritting your teeth and digging your heels into the dirt day in and day out to make sure that happens. And so I think that there is this sense of faith that you do have, but it's coming from the work and the physical effort that you've put in. And so I think Archangel Michael is coming in to say, yeah, please continue with that, but also keep in mind who you have around you as well, the energy that you are partaking in. If you're partaking in things that don't really serve the purpose to what you want to do and who you want to be, then also that's something to pay attention to too, okay? All right, so let's go into the tarot. First up, we have the Lovers. And the Lovers can be a sign for Gemini. We are in the month of June. A lot of Geminis have their birthdays in this month. I know I do. So if you have a Gemini in your life, they could be a significant element to this month for you and really helping you to see a bit more clearer when it comes to things that you should be possibly thinking about changing or reforming, I feel like, because the Lovers also represents a head or a heart decision. And so possibly if you guys are contemplating traveling, moving jobs, starting a business, starting a brand new job, doing something that's a bit challenging. I feel like with you Aquarius, there could be something you're contemplating doing that requires you to really expand beyond your comfort zone, and you could be in a bit of a tiffy about that. Not that you're not excited or embracing about it, but there could be some requirements to that position, whether it be physical or work hours or something financially that requires you to have to contemplate about it. and you could possibly be asking a friend or getting some, advice or counseling regarding this decision. Now, we also have the Seven of Pentacles, and this shows that once again, you are in a period of reevaluation. You have been working towards something in your life, investing a lot of your time and energy into it, and you may be seeing that progress is either a bit slow or it's not the way that you would have wanted it to be, something in particular. And so you could be thinking about, should I change my direction? Should I quit this? Should I introduce a brand new element to the process of how I'm doing this, really trying to figure out all the options you have, which is why it's great to talk to a person who could be more in the air sign realm. They don't have to be an air sign like you, but they can just, have the characteristics of being very adaptable and open-minded when it comes to being able to ask them for advice. Now, we also have the Nine of Wands, so it shows that, this is something that you've been waiting for quite a long time for. It's like you've been waiting so long for it that even when opportunities do arise, there's this sense of cynicism or sarcasm towards it. It's like you feel a bit defensive regarding your ultimate goal manifesting. And so this is where faith could be coming in to say, remind yourself that if you are religious, you may need to spend a bit more time cultivating your spiritual practice or your religious practice. And if there's a sense of you needing to really believe in something, you have to believe in yourself, because you guys are worth it. You worked so hard to get to where you are today, and you did that. Like no one had to necessarily push you and just say, do this. You are self-starters in a sense, and so you should be really proud of yourself. And then last but not least, we have the Two of Swords coming in, which once again can, relate to that decision and your indecision about it. Your sense of not having clarity and not having a direction of what you really want to do with the options that you do have, which is why I think it's very important to be flexible. So be stubborn about your vision, but be flexible about your methods. That's the name of the game in this month for you guys. This is a very mental energy that I'm feeling. I really feel like you guys will need some outside counsel or advice regarding whatever this is, okay? So, but in the meantime, I want you to be conscious of who you have around you, but also what you're doing. So if you have negative thought patterns as well, if you have insecurity that you have to deal with, try to deal with it in a healthy, progressive way, and that way you can be able to have a bit less fall going on for you if you have to make a very important life decision, all right? And then once again, there's a sense of needing to believe in yourself, so that's going to be very important. Okay, let's go on to your love section. Now, this will be more so of how love is being perceived by you in the month of June. If you're with someone else and you want to know how they feel and perceive about you, as well as career and finance energy for this month, you can check that out in our extended. The link is down below for that. So let's see Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, so we have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. With love yourself first, I really feel like it is talking to an area of your life that I said you've been working on. So it could be anything. It doesn't have to be career. It could be anything. And there's a sense of needing to place that goal as a priority right now. Not saying to put your love life or your relationship on the back burner, but there could be something that is really requiring more of your attention. It doesn't mean that you cannot give attention to your love life, but it's something pretty pressing, but it's also something in line not with your relationship necessarily or your love life, but it could be with your own personal journey. Hence why there's a rushed sense to it, a sense of priority to it, because if you're not taking care of yourself spiritually or on your own personal journey and you're giving all your attention to your romantic relationship, I mean, that's good, but it will be better if you focus on both things. If you are able to fulfill yourself spiritually, but also in your relationship, that will help everything to be balanced. But if you're kind of sacrificing that part of yourself or something you want to do, like maybe you want to travel, but you don't want to be away from your partner for like an extended period of time, but you've been wanting to travel to this place for, your whole life, will you communicate with your partner and express this and see what kind of compromise can be made? Or will you just sacrifice that option and just say, my partner is more important? I really feel like it's necessary to communicate and be direct before you make decisions like that. So it could be anything, but just For example, it kind of comes into play. So we also have let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So some of you could be even waiting on a relationship to happen, to kind of form. You could be waiting on a relationship to be mended as well. There could be some controlling figure when it comes to your love life, or even you possibly as an air sign, you could be overanalyzing something, or there could be a lot of pessimism or sarcasm going on, which the defensiveness, guardedness going on that we talked about, and that could be a sense of controlling yourself and controlling your heart chakra and not letting things flow naturally. Because some of you do want to reconcile with someone, some of you do want to mend a relationship, to get back with someone, or to have this sense of meeting someone that seems like home to you, that seems familiar to you, someone that could possibly be a soulmate. Okay, someone that you definitely have a connection with, whether you know them or you don't. But I really feel like the reason why you've been so defensive is because you have been waiting and working. But this is why I say you don't realize possibly what it is you've been working towards. It could be in your career, right? And you could be thinking, oh yeah, I'm working towards my career and nothing's happening in love. But what you're working towards in your career could actually be a catalyst for something major and bigger and better to happen for you in love. So I really want you to consider all the pieces to the puzzle of why things are happening in your life. It may not seem like it in the moment. It may seem like, oh my God, well, I've been doing this for so long and nothing's happening, or things aren't happening the way I wanted it to, but you never know why things are happening, okay? Because some of you have recently broken up with someone. Some of you have been going through loneliness and heartache, but because of that, as I said, you've developed a sense of protectiveness and overprotectiveness regarding your heart, regarding your energy and your generosity. But that needs to change, okay? You need to have an internal transformation about the way you're approaching love in the month, Aquarius. And some of you could say, well, I wasn't like this until this past relationship, right? But the point is, it's not about who you were before. It's about who you are now. And is that creating a problem for you now? Because a lot of you do want a commitment. A lot of you do want something stable, something that could possibly lead to marriage or a family, or just a sense of you feeling at peace with yourself and as if you're in a relationship that really honors you and you honor them. Okay? Now, because of that, you're going to need to really step outside of your comfort zone. You're going to really need to put that action into place. Page of Wands is a page that he wants to do things that are aligned with his heart and his passions. He does not sit back and wait for things to happen. He goes after them. Some may see him as a bit reckless, so I will advise not to go overboard, but it can definitely talk about if you have a sense of wanting to do something, actually thinking about it and putting the action in to walk towards it. All right? So, Aquarius, if you're with someone else, how they feel perceived about you, in the extended, we will catch you there. Once again, our online course, Intuitive Reading for Personal Healing, coming out this month, and our clothing line for Vibe and Cloth coming out later in summer 2018. I'll see you guys later.